Hello, friends. Welcome to Landing America. Today I have Ardi here from Kazakhstan. Welcome, Ardi.
Thank you, Tatiana, for having me. I'm so glad to talk today about my immigration journey.
Let's start from your background. How did you grow up?
Okay, it was big pleasure. Yeah, my name is Ardi, and I'm from Kazakhstan. Born and grew up in Kazakhstan, and moved to US like 5 years ago. Yeah, I am actually from the traditional family, whereas the man is he's the main figure in a family, and yeah, I grew up with family values like very good, and it is a little bit what I miss here in US, if be honest. Yeah. What else? 5 years ago, I moved to US, and I used to live in New York, but now I live in Miami, and whew, looks like feels like I live here 10 years, maybe 15 years, not five, and it's interesting for me because of the a lot of things happening in when you live in immigration. Yeah, I am a holistic esthetician, holistic healer. I can say it's really what I love to do, working with people, share with my healing energy, and make them beautiful because through the massage, through the touching, we can really be beautiful and young naturally. This is the main point that I want to share with people, with women, with men. Here in US, this might like as a healer journey going so fast and good. Even for that, I'm super grateful that I'm here because back in Kazakhstan, I used to be in like office girl, like as a manager, as I worked in banks, I work in big marketing advertising companies, and I was like on heels, always like red lipstick, like la la la, like this, about healing. What? Never hear about, like this. But then I just met my mentor, my teacher, who showed me about massage, about the face massage, about touching. And since that, my life changed like 150 degree, yeah, and it's beautiful.
Do you think that the US is a better place for this type of career than Kazakhstan?
It's not about US, it's about immigration. When you change the location where you live, because when you immigrate to somewhere, doesn't matter which country, you're starting your life from kind of beginning, from the zero, from the scratch. And here is the moment when you are like getting older, getting elder, getting mature, like fast, because you have to, and you it could work both way. Like you can grow or you can like go down, right? But I choose to grow, and that's why I'm saying that immigration, like that I'm US, it helped me because I choose to grow. I know a lot of people and cases when people came to US, for example, right, and they just broke. And this is the kind of challenge to be immigrant. This is really like like test you.
Did you think about America as a child, or when was the first time this idea of moving to the US come to your mind?
Actually, I never dreamed to live in US. It was kind of coincidence that I'm here in US. And thanks to my mom, because she actually was this person who gave me this idea, who helped me, who pushed me, like maybe you can go there and see and just, have a vacation, something like that. And I just followed. I was like, okay. I came here and I was like, I was thinking that maybe I will be in US like, 3 months, 4 months as a tourist visa let you us be here, all right? But then universe had other plans for me. I met my ex-boyfriend. I fell in love. It was like, oh my gosh, I love you, I want to stay. And he was like, of course you have to stay. And I just decided to stay, and here you are, almost 5 years, and I live here in US, and no regrets.
Tell us about your first experience coming here. You got your tourist visa. So, where did you land? What was your first impression of America?
Actually, I was in US. I have been in US like 14 years ago by student programs, work and travel. Yeah, that's why when I came almost 5 years ago, it wasn't for me like, something super new. But in the same time, I was nervous, and first city where I landed, where I came, it was Washington, D.C. Yeah, and first my impressions was like, oh, nice, so clean, beautiful, people are nice, like, it's okay, like, but mostly in Washington, D.C. and all this area, they are more family oriented, and I was like, boring. Oh my gosh. And I was thinking about, or I have to come back to Kazakhstan, or I want to go somewhere else to, like, try. And of course, I decided to go to somewhere like big city, just explore and experience like what is the real US, kinda. It was in my mind, like real US, it's about New York. And yeah, I moved to New York, and from those moment, like a really interesting and beautiful journey started, because I remember this, like, my feelings, my emotions when I went actually by bus. I had in my pocket $300, nothing else. I just like decided to go and see what will happen. And I remember this moment. We're close to the city, and I see New York, Manhattan, all these buildings, and my eyes was like this. Oh my gosh, this is the city. This is the place where it has to be, like, And yeah, and after that, like, city like helped me to grow, to meet new people, create my community there.
I would like to ask you to compare DC, New York, and Miami, since the other day one of our listeners reached out to me and he lives in DC. He would like to move either to Miami or to New York. What would you recommend to him?
It depends from your goals. It depends from what you want, what you like, because I realized that I am more city person. I love New York because it's really unique city. It's a lot of people in a small like island, and New York gives you a lot of opportunities. In my first 2 years, I grew up really fast and like good, You can even now ask somewhere in Brooklyn about Ardi, who do face massage, like holistic face massage. They tell you about me because it's about the city. But in the same time, it's really stressful. and you have to admit it, you have to accept it, like, oh, I'm ready to handle it, I'm ready to working with it, because it's really stressful. Miami is more chill, more peaceful, but it not give, I'm talking about myself, gives me more active mood, you know. I'm super chill here. Yeah, and Washington, D.C., definitely not for me right now because I'm single. I don't have family, I don't have children, and my desire, my thoughts, my wishes, it's about explore this life. And through this, explore myself, you know, try to different places, you know, meet new people more. And after that, of course, when I will meet my partner, my future husband, of course, as I settle down and like maybe I will choose Washington, D.C. or tell me New Jersey. I heard that it's a really good place, city, state where you can like, you know, live with your family. But yeah, I think everything depends from your goals and from what you like.
Do you get homesick?
I used to. First 3 years in America, oh my gosh, it was stressful for me. It was hard to me, but now I'm good. I think it's because of in first 3 years I wasn't able to visit my parents, my homeland. That's why in my mind was kind of fear that I will I won't be able to see them anymore like this, you know. But then I went to Kazakhstan, I saw my family, all they good, they have own life, and I was like, okay, okay.
How did you figure out your visa after you stayed?
Yeah, this is the very interesting actually story because I really started to think how I can do my visa, right, to stay legally here in US because I don't want to break the law, rules. It's not about me. And my ex-boyfriend, he suggested me to go by the politic asylum by the asylum, but in my heart I knew that it's not for me, and I need to find another way. And I started to search, to looking for what kind of options I have, and then I found the way. It's a talent visa. Yeah, and I had a consultation with my lawyer, and she explained me that she asked actually about my history, about my like story of life, what I did before, what I used to do, like all of this, and we found that actually I am fit to get my green card through the EB1 talent visa. Yeah, and here you are. I told you before that I used to work in a big marketing and advertising agencies in Kazakhstan, and this my experience helped me to build my case by the EB1 visa. Yeah, I mean, we put all my experience. We collected letters from my employers and from my clients. I had a really big companies as a clients, and for example, they are like Coca-Cola, Mars, Samsung, Microsoft. They were my as a clients, and I still have with them a good relationship, you know. And I just emailed them, asked them if they could help me to have a letter about me, about my work, and they did it with like big pleasure. And yeah.
I think that's amazing to know. I had no idea about this. And I think there is plenty of listeners out there who might have excellent experiences in different kinds of fields and might not even know that they could be eligible for a green card. Do you have any additional information for them?
Look, I knew, I know a lot of cases where is the even manicure specialist they got green card by EB1. I want to say about EB1 visa that, especially for us, for immigrants, for people who born and grew up in like Middle Eastern or like Eastern Europe, like, Asia, we grew up like you're not enough. And that's why when you come here, you think that I'm no one. Of course, I'm not talented. What are you talking about? And I was the one of them. But my lawyer, she just, through our conversation, she just showed me, hey, girl, you have a lot of experience. You have your talent in this marketing field, in communication with these kind of big clients. And I was like, oh, wow. Yes, it's about me actually. And what I'm gonna say that please find the good lawyer and look at yourself from the other perspective, that you are enough and you are talented, because I'm sure that most of people, they have, all of them, they have their own talent, but the question is how to build it in the right way in your case, right? Here we go, the lawyer, he's there who could help you with that.
Was it expensive?
For me, it was expensive because I found a lawyer from Manhattan. She was the how to say one of the famous lawyer. But I chose her because of my feelings. I just came to her, and you talk with people, and you feel. And it was same with my lawyer. We talked her, I see her, I felt her, and I was like, okay, I'm down. I'm ready to spend $30,000. Can you imagine? For me, I just came. I was like, $30,000 for me, it was big money. But it gives me, how to say, opportunity to stay legally. And now my green card let me, go to my country and back to US, like, with no any restrictions. I feel free. And I think this amount of money, it's worth it for what I have right now, because for me it's very important to to have connection with my family, be able to go back to Kazakhstan and see my grandparents, to touch my land, and get this energy from my from my homeland. This is for me, it's really important, yeah. But I know that for this visa, a lot of lawyers who can make it for much less price.
Yeah, green card definitely gives you that sense of freedom. Do you know how long did this process take for you?
It took 2.5 years for me since we made case and sent to USCIS, and I got the green card. 2.5 years. It's still long because it was in a period when was pandemic. Do you remember? Yeah, all the process they were like delayed. Yeah, and usually it's more faster than 2.5 years.
And you applied while you were still a tourist, correct?
Yes, yes. I applied as a tourist, and then yes, I got green card.
How did you make money when you started living here?
Yeah, this is the actually good question because most of the my relatives, still think that money in US growing on the trees, and I'm just like, hanging out, like, having my best life and just taking this money from the trees, you know. And I have to say it's not like this. From the beginning, I had different jobs. I used to work as a housekeeper. I used to work as a, how to say, helper in one rich family. Like kitchen stuff, like cleaning stuff, babysitting stuff, all of this. And I used to work as a barista in coffee shop. I used to work in a small hotel and a front desk in a Chinatown, between all these Chinese people who thought that I'm Chinese. They were like, hey, ni hao. I was like, I'm not Chinese. What? You look like a Chinese. Like, well, And I was like, no, I'm Kazakh. It was funny. And then while I work on these positions, I still keep looking work in a beauty salon or spa because of my work, right? I'm a holistic face massage master, and I like what I do, and I wanted to continue my work, my journey here in US because I started from Kazakhstan, right? And then after, yeah, I found a nice place, beauty salon, where I was able to continue my work, my journey, and yeah, after that, I I got more confident, and I was like, let me open my own small business. Why I have to work for someone? Can you imagine? And I was like, brave step, but let's try. And yeah, I opened my small studio in New York and in Brooklyn, and it actually helped me to realize that okay, I'm enough, I'm confident, I could do my small business. Yeah, and after that I moved to Miami, and it was kind of small immigration too for me. When you change cities, when you change states, it's kind of small immigration because all of my friends, all my community, my clients, they are in New York, and I was like, okay, let me just try.
What made you move to Miami?
We broke up with my ex-boyfriend, and for me it was hard to move on in New York because everything reminds me about him, and I decided to move to Miami and heal myself. And actually, it was good decision.
You followed your intuition.
Yes, I followed my intuition.
What do you like about the US?
I like about America that you have opportunities. You have a lot of opportunities to grow, to express yourself. You just need to choose your way, right? And I like US for the sometimes difficult situations. I had different experiences, but in the same time, it makes you more strong. And one more thing, I like America for the people. Here you can meet different type of people and different nationalities, different interesting cultures, and it helps you to makes you wise. It open your heart, open your like how to say vision of the your perspective is like, oh wow, so many different people lives in our planet, and you can meet them here in US. For that I like it.
Do you have any dislikes?
Before I thought that I have this like kind of list of why I don't like America, you know, but then I just understood that it's not about country, it's not about this and that, da da da, because everywhere we have corruption, everywhere we have the politics who, like, doing their job not good. Everywhere we has the moments with the job, or you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter in which country you live, because everywhere we have something like, we don't like. The thing is how you look at this, and it happened recently, but I'm glad that I realized it, and I just decided to choose to see opportunities, to see good moments, good sights, even about food. At the beginning, when I came to US, for me it was everything not tasty, not delicious. I was like, why it's so kinda as a plastic everything? Because in my country, I mean, compared with US, it's like organic. It's like super organic food, right? But then I was like, okay, but here in US, I found kind of this place. For example, Texas. I went there, and when I tried the food, oh my gosh, so delicious, so organic, organic. And I was like, okay, you always can find, what you are looking for. And I was like, I don't know. I don't have like, dislikes. But before I had a lot of, it was kind of list, like, oh, no, 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 this and that, food or people or system or something like that, and in New York, actually, I met the moment where people not honest, they are not sincere, they are not open, and they could laugh and smile to your face, but talking bad things about you. And I was like, it's not good, it's bad. But I was like, come on, we have this everywhere, right? But just here, I think in US, I faced it like this, fast, and like this, And for now, I don't have dislikes.
What do you miss from Kazakhstan?
I miss about gathering with my family, with my friends. In my country, it's so normal to meet with your friends and with your family so often, and like, to sitting around the table which are full of food, and you are all like celebrating life. That was I missing about Kazakhstan. And yeah, because we are about celebration, you can ask me. We have a lot of how to say holidays, a lot of how to say things to celebrate in our life. When the baby born, first year, then 40 days, and like first 5 years, then he going to school again, celebration. Like, even if I will buy new car, it's a celebration. Or for example, I can come to my grandparents or my uncle and say, hey, see, I bought new, for example, bag, even that. And he was like, oh my god, girl, he can give me money. We have kind of these traditions, like it's a kind of, it's about supportive side of my culture. And we are always about saying wishes, saying kind of prayers, always, like it could be a toast, it could be just like a kind of prayers, it could be just like, we met, for example, and I was like, wish you be healthy, be wealthy, just like, and the main thing from the heart. It's in our like DNA, it's in our blood. We're always like this.
I also want to touch on one more topic. Can you compare dating scene in Kazakhstan with the one in the US?
In Kazakhstan, men more traditional, and they take responsibility for the woman right away, since they just met her and like her. They're starting to do actions like, I wanna this woman, and I wanna give her, kind of this mindset in Kazakhstan. But in the same time, is about, may I say, like buying a woman attention. It could be a little bit not healthy, but in the same time, it's like, about taking responsibility for the woman because they understand that they are provider, and it gives to woman a feeling that she can be in her feminine energy and she can express herself, and she, you know, being in this mild feminine energy, and it's really like, good, as in from my experience. Compared with US, it's a little bit different. Men here are so independent. Here is the moment, like men and women equal and 50-50 thing. Like for me it's not acceptable, for me it's not good, because I don't feel like we are in a good energy exchange at the moment when men asking me, for example, paying bill like 50-50. I know that maybe a lot of your listeners can say that, no, I'm a woman, I'm independent, and I want to pay for myself, like la la la, all this stuff. But for me, it's not about to, I'm independent, but in the same time, when I let men to pay for me, pay this bill, I let them as a woman be a man, grow as a man, because this is the small things which could help them to grow as a man. You know what I mean? And when men understand it, they do it, you know, with pleasure, with big excitement. They wanna, take care of you. This is the, it's not about even culture like Kazakh or American or Russian or something, or European. It's just the law of the universe, how men and women we are, you know. And yeah, here in US, I see this the differences, but in the same time, I mostly I met really good men who never asked me to, pay for bill or do something for that, la la la, like never. And I think it's about mindset, because me as a woman, in my nature, I decided that I am woman, and I choose to be like, to follow men, and I choose provider, and I choose to, be a like soft feminine energy. And of course, at this my decision, at this my energy, I attract kind of this man.
A lot of people argue about what does a woman provide for a man who takes on this role of being a masculine man. What is it in your opinion?
Actually, this is a really good question, because nowadays people think that exchange is has to be like in a materialistic, like, for example, if men pay, women should do something like materialistic thing. But we have to be here clear that man, as a man, he's the god of the matrix, he's the god of materialistic world. We, as a woman, we are god of the spiritual world. We are about energy, and both of this have how to say weight, right? But they are different. That's it. And when men provide as a provider, like giving a safe space, for example, like a home, house, or like food, bringing food, all of this, woman, she could create from this something cozy, beautiful, warm, environment, space where when men come, he feels like, oh, I'm home. I can relax. I can rest. And at this moment, he is fulfilling himself. Like, I mean, like his energy is increasing. because he getting this love from the woman. Yeah, I am. I hope that I explain clear. I mean, like good about it, because what what women have, man doesn't have. What men have, woman doesn't have. And this is the thing what we have to understand. That's why men and women trying, they attract each other. They're trying to be together, because together we are like really powerful. That's why men do their stuff and women do their stuff. Because and one more thing what I want to say, men can could do everything what a woman can do, everything, except except even about baby. I mean, they can adopt, they can have a different way to have a baby, for example, right? Even they can have a pleasure without women, just you know what I mean. But one thing what they can't do, or they can't have it, it's joy. It's only woman when she's enjoying herself, anything, like even coffee, or like dance, or this life, or talking with men, anything, when she's in enjoyment state, in this feeling, only through woman men can feel it, can take it. In their nature they can't do this, they can't enjoy it, you know what I mean? It's I don't know, it's hard to maybe understand, but it's true. And only through woman they can enjoy, because honestly, right, men, they don't need a lot. They are alive, they have food, they have TV, that's it, enough, they are happy, right? But if you see men who are successful, or who has more than that, is because of woman close to him, who telling him, oh baby, maybe we could buy a new house, maybe we could go there, because of the this is the new country, a new place, and we could explore. You know what I mean? Only woman could give this wish to move, because we're really interested in this world, oh, let's explore this and that, oh, no, 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 and we want to like grow. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. One last question. What advice would you give to the people who are dreaming about living in the US?
I can say, if you even think about it, if you already have these thoughts that maybe I have to go, maybe I have to move, my advice, do it. Because only from your own experience you can understand how is it good for you or not. This is the first. And second one, be strong. Be strong. And be strong, it's not about only be strong, like never let yourself be weak, or you can let yourself to cry. No. Be strong, it's about accept everything what is going on with you at this journey, like as immigrant journey. Yes, you could be weak, you could be strong, you could be you could have a big like goals, or maybe not. Just let yourself be yourself. This is I think my main advice. Do it and be strong.
How can people find you if they would like to contact you?
My Instagram is holistic healer RD.
I'm going to add your contact information in the description below. Thank you so much, Ardi, for being here. I appreciate your time, and I am very, very happy that you had courage to share your story with our listeners. And I wish you the best of luck in everything you put your mind into.
Thank you so much for having me here on your podcast, dear Tatiana. I wish you too good luck and growth on your this project. It is my opinion. This is the good opportunity for you and for people who telling their story, because through our stories someone could, make a good right decision, right? And I think this is the kind of mission, your mission. And I'm glad to be part of it, and thank you for letting me tell my story. Thank you.